principal reason why I should delete my social media? And if so, what is it?
There are two. One of them is for your own good, and the other is for society's good. For your own good, it's because you're being subtly manipulated by algorithms that are watching everything you do constantly and then sending you changes in your media feed, in your diet, that are calculated to adjust you slightly to the liking of some unseen advertiser. And so if you get off that, you can have a chance to experience a clearer view of yourself and your life. But then the reason for society might be even more important. Society has been gradually darkened by this scheme in which everyone is under surveillance all the time, and everyone is under this mild version of behavior modification all the time. It's made people jittery and cranky. It's made teens especially depressed, which can be quite severe. But it's made our politics kind of unreal and strange, where we're not sure if elections are real anymore. We're not sure how much the Russians affected Brexit. We do know that it was a crankier affair than it might have been otherwise.
You say it's bad for me as an individual. Is it bad for me because I'm addicted? Have I become chemically hooked?
You have. The founders of the great Silicon Valley spying empires like Facebook have publicly declared that they intentionally included addictive schemes in their designs. Now, we have to say, this is what I would call almost a stealthy addiction. It's a statistical addiction. What it says is, we will get the broad population to use the services a lot. We'll get them hooked through a scheme of rewards and punishment. And the rewards are when you're retweeted. The punishment is when you're treated badly by others online. And then within that, we'll very gradually start to leverage that to change them. So it's this very kind of stealthy manipulation of the population. So it's not as dramatic as a heroin addict or a gambling addict, but it is the same principle.
But who's doing the manipulating? I mean, there isn't some master.
That was an expert talking about social media and the disadvantage of social media. What that expert wasn't telling you is that there are also advantages to social media. All right, so you got to look at social media like it's like anything else. There's some people who don't deserve to have a gun. There are other people who don't deserve to have a drink. It's like alcohol. Alcohol is a drug if you use it incorrectly. Social media is a drug if you use it incorrectly. But if you use social media correctly, you can get information, get rich, and get knowledge. So are we going to just say no to social media because some people are addicted to it? Absolutely not. There are benefits to social media. Here are 5 benefits to social media. You get to brand yourself. That's number 1. It is low cost branding. Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Airbnb, all these apps you can make money from. It is addictive, yes, but you have to learn how to use it. It's like alcohol. Alcohol is very addictive. Do we ban alcohol because there's a few drunks? I mean, do we ban social media because there's a few addicts that are just abusing it? No, we use it responsible. I am the type of person who said use social media responsible, because with social media, you can make passive income of $3,000 per month. Bingo. Look at TikTok, it has stores. Look at Facebook, it has stores. Look at Airbnb, you can rent a room. Do not let these experts tell you that social media is do or die. Social media can be used for the good. So we look at the benefit of the good. We do not look at the benefit of the bad. Yes, social media is addictive, but so is alcohol. So is gun for some people. So are knives for some people. So is adultery for some people. So is porn for some people. There's so much addiction in life that we can't just pick on one. Ooh, we're going to pick on social media. Social media does have depression, because you are supposed to connect with someone. But if you use social media the right way and the responsible way, you can avoid the addiction. We're going to listen to another expert on TED, and then we're going to rebut that, because we have to stop saying that social media is destroying our community when it's people who are abusing social media that's destroying the community. I love social media. I'm not going to take my 9-year-old twins off social media, but I am going to limit what they do on social media. They're going to create stuff with social media. We are looking at YouTube. We are looking at TikTok. We're looking at Facebook. We're looking at Twitter. We're looking at Threads. You can make money from social media. You can get information from social media. This is the fastest way to get knowledge, and it's free. You can brand yourself on social media. You can brand others on social media. Why should we not look at the good of social media? Why do we only focus on the bad of social media? Should we look at the good and the bad that's coming from social media and capitalize on the good and not the bad? I'm Tisha Paul. Hit that free like and that free subscribe button. We'll be back with more right after this TED Talk on social media. Let's see what he's got to say.
When I was at college, my sophomore year of college, this is when Facebook arrived at our campus. And at the time, which was right after the first .com bust, I had had a dorm room business. I had had to shut it down in the bust. And then suddenly this other kid from Harvard named Mark had this product called Facebook, and people were getting excited about it. So it's sort of a fit of somewhat immature professional jealousy. I said, I'm not going to use this thing. I'm not going to help this kid's business. What's that ever going to amount to? So anyways, I go along my life. I look up not long later, and I see that everyone I know is really hooked on this thing. And from the clarity you can get when you have some objectivity, some perspective on it, I realized this seems a little bit dangerous, so I never signed up. I've never had a social media account since. So I'm here for two reasons. I want to deliver two messages. The first message I want to deliver is that even though I've never had a social media account, I'm okay. You don't have to worry. It turns out I still have friends. I still know what's going on in the world. As a computer scientist, I still collaborate with people all around the world. I'm still regularly exposed serendipitously to interesting ideas, and I rarely describe myself as lacking in entertainment options. So I've been okay, but I'd go even farther. I'd go even farther and say not only am I okay without social media, but I think I'm actually better off. I think I'm happier. I think I find more sustainability in my life, and I think I've been more successful professionally because I don't use social media. So my second goal here on stage is to try to convince more of you to believe the same thing. To see if I could actually convince more of you that you too would be better off if you quit social media. So if the theme of this TEDx event is future tense, I guess in other words, this would be my vision of the future, would be one in which fewer people actually use social media.
There's another expert on TED Talk talking about why we shouldn't be using social media. But like I said, let's look at the benefit of social media. Let's look at the three main benefits. You're getting information real fast on social media, and that is priceless. So you want to use it to benefit, get information. Number two, you can start a business because of social media. So look into that as well. You can start a business with low cost. That's something that the experts aren't telling us. They're only telling us the disadvantage of it, because it's like alcohol. If you drink too much, you're going to get drunk. It's just like water. How much water should you drink per day? Do we ban water because it's no longer good? It's like food. Do we stop people from eating food because some are obese? I mean, come on. Social media is the same. It's being abused by people, but it doesn't mean you are going to abuse it. You should use social media to brand yourself or to represent other brands. Social media is immediate engagement, so you can measure it. Social media takes over from traditional marketing because we are going over to digital marketing. I'm Tisha Paul. Subscribe for more on social media, but do not let experts tell you what is TED Talk or what is news for or whatever. That was an expert from TED Talk telling us social media disadvantage. No one is telling us the advantage. I'm here to tell you there are major advantages to social media. When you think of social media, you think of TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, you think of Twitter, you think of Threads, why, and you think of Facebook. Why do you think Zuckerberg and Elon Musk are fighting for social media space? Social media is digital asset. It is money. If you have a store on social media like Amazon or Shopify or Airbnb, you are making money. Use social media to cash flow. The average person makes $3,000 a month with their social media account. Okay. Yes, it is addictive. Thank God for that. There are 2 billion people per day on social media. What are you selling to that person? So look at the advantage of social media and do not look at the disadvantage. Try to brand yourself, try to brand another company, or try to get engagement because you can measure right away. This is why I love social media. If you're in business, you can brand yourself. If you have information that you want to share, you can get it out. Do not look at what people are saying about the disadvantage. Social media is digital asset, digital space. It is a PR. You are saving $3,000 to $5,000 per month by opening up an account on social media and engaging with people. So look at the advantage. Do not look at the disadvantage. 3 ways to get rich or to create a job from social media. Open up yourself a YouTube account, a Facebook account, or a TikTok account and brand your business. Whether you have a brick and mortar business, you brand your business or brand another business on there and it's engaging. Respond to the comments. If they're negative, just say thank you, have a good day. Do not engage yourself with negative people on social media. Just be polite. Be very courtesy. Tell everybody thank you, have a good day. But social media is here to stay. Whether they're telling us to get off or not, you have to understand that everybody has a motive for telling us it's disadvantage. Alcohol. If you drink too much of it, you're going to get drunk. Do we outlaw alcohol because of drinking? Guns. You could shoot and kill people. Do we go ahead and just outlaw guns? Knife. You can use it and stab people. Do we go ahead and just outlaw knives? Voices, words. We can hurt people with our words. Do we just zip up our words now? Come on. Social media, you should use it responsible, okay? You should use it responsibly. So do not listen to these people telling us that they know more about this social media because they're not showing you the advantage. You can make money on it. I'm Tisha Paul. Subscribe for more.